Hello everyone, welcome back to another video with On Point Politics, and today I'm going to be talking about why Donald Trump must go against President Biden in order for the Democrats to even have a shot at winning. If not, they're absolutely finished. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel down below. And so Biden, the media's been panicking. Oh, we need to replace Biden because, he's got dementia and, he can't perform and, right? Well, yes, that is objectively true. Yeah, he can't perform. I mean, from the first debate, we all saw that first debate. But when you really think about it, Biden needs to be the nominee for the Democrats in order for them to have a shot. And unfortunately for them, the ballot law in Wisconsin has already passed. The deadline already passed for him to be removed from the ballot. They cannot remove him from the Wisconsin ballot, and they can't do it in Nevada either. And I very much doubt, I highly doubt that the Democrats are going to replace Biden to not end up on the ballots in Wisconsin and Nevada. I doubt that they would do that. I doubt they would make their national image look like that. That would be a horrible look for President Biden and the Democrat Party if they replaced Biden and somehow not ended up on the Wisconsin and Nevada ballots. And the Georgia deadline is essentially coming up in about 3 or 4 weeks from now. And so at that point, those are electoral votes that Donald Trump could realistically get on election day, and he's projected to get, in my analysis, very, very easily, actually, more than most people actually think. Contrary to popular belief, I actually think Donald Trump's going to win in an electoral college landslide based out of all the data that we have. And I mean, if you really fill this out, right? Like if let's say, these states are not even competitive to an extent. Let's say that, for example, these states are the ones that are essentially up for grabs, right? Let's say this is the case, right? Let's say this is an expanded electoral map, which, yes, New Jersey is in play because current polling data shows the race basically within 5 points. Donald Trump's even ahead in a poll. So let's say that these are the states that are up for grabs, right? Let's say these are the states up for grabs. If these states, they remove the Democrat nominee in, they have no chance of winning those states. So the Democrat, Biden presumably, or whoever else it would have to be, not Biden, would have to run the table in Minnesota, Michigan, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Virginia, New Hampshire, Maine at large, Nebraska second, New Mexico, and Arizona just to make it on the ballot. And there are other states like Texas that are not going to be, that have their deadlines very, very soon. There are a couple of other states that have their deadlines really soon. So, I mean, yeah, they could replace Biden as the nominee, but they're basically going to forfeit Wisconsin, Georgia, and Nevada because the only way that they could be able to essentially remove him off the ballot is if he dies or if he's declared mentally unfit for office. If they go out there in the Democrat National Convention and they're just like, we're going to give our delegates, they can't remove his name off the Wisconsin, Nevada, and Georgia ballot. And the Democrat nominee will not be on the new ballot. And they will basically forfeit 3 major swing states, which they need in order to win the presidential election. They need those states. Those are all pathways for them to win. Every single one of those 3 states that are in light red that I'm going to shade in right here, they need those states to win the presidential election, and they're not going to get them if they forfeit Biden from the ballot. So they're literally stuck with Biden right now. And every other nominee for the Democrats, I would project, would actually do worse than Joe Biden. They would all do worse. All their polling data is worse. Right now, this is my election prediction. You can model it out using demographics from my own poll, and not just my own poll. You could do it with the latest 2020 forecaster. When you model it out by demographics and you break it down by race, age, education, and gender, you see that Donald Trump wins 342 electoral college votes. My model has him winning 347. When you model out New York Times / Siena College, Donald Trump is winning 347 electoral college votes. This is not for no reason. And what you do is you go back to the 2020 sample, you find the 2020 margin from the exit polls, you find the adjusted error to account for any potential error, and you apply that to these polls, and these are the adjusted margins you get, and you apply these to here. And believe it or not, when you actually do the averaging out for the New York Times / Siena College, it actually shows Donald Trump winning by a bigger victory when you don't adjust for an error. So even when you adjust from an error from the current polling data from the New York Times, Donald Trump actually wins bigger in the unadjusted error. And even Survey USA, when you model it out by basically demographics, Donald Trump is winning 357 electoral college votes with Colorado against Biden. And all the other Democrat nominees poll worse than President Biden right now. If they were to drop Biden, that would put states like Colorado, New Jersey, Oregon, and even to an extent New York and Delaware in play for the Democrats or for the Republicans, even to an extent Hawaii. Now, Hawaii has a personal vendetta with Joe Biden, so maybe it would kind of trend back more Democrat if Biden wasn't the nominee. But Donald Trump is actually gaining massive steam in the state of New York, and I suspect that state's going to trend to the right a little bit more than what most people are actually thinking. And so if they draw Biden as the Democrat nominee, that actually puts states like Illinois and New York even in play for the former president right now. Like Donald Trump, if he were to go against anybody that is not Joe Biden, he would do significantly better in the Electoral College. He would just be doing significantly better. All the other national Democrats do worse on the national ballot when you poll them than Joe Biden on average. Every single one of them. Even Michelle Obama performs worse in polling data as of right now. So it is a very risky move for Democrats to remove Joe Biden from the ballot. But unfortunately, based out of their own logic, the party of democracy, they can't forfeit their candidate because they are supposedly the party of democracy that's going to save America. Would it make sense for them to remove their candidate and have donors select a candidate at a contested convention? That is not the way to go for the quote-unquote Democratic Party. The party of democracy would not replace their elected nominee. And on top of that, they have 3 swing states where they would already lose ballot access if they decided to remove Joe Biden from the ballot. All states that Donald Trump essentially needs to win the U.S. presidential election. So if you guys did enjoy this quick analysis of why Donald Trump going against any other Democrat would be horrible for the Democrats, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel down below. Make sure to follow the Twitter and join the Discord server in the description down below. And I will see you guys in the next video.